Welcome to another interesting edition of your favorite show, Lifelines with Mima. I'll be your host, and my name is Mima. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Today, we're treating a very sensitive topic. It's all about IVF as it relates with surrogacy. The term surrogacy is something that has been in existence for a long time, even before medical technology made it possible for IVF to make things simpler and better. We've always had that in our culture as Africans, especially in Nigeria. But you see, we still do not fully understand the concept of it and how far the medical community has gone in this area. There's a lot of opportunities and chances out there for people that are going through infertility to get a chance to be fathers and mothers too. I believe that infertility is a disease, and everyone around us and everyone around you should make an effort to help whoever is dealing with that situation. As much as possible, try not to mock anybody. There's a lot to learn today. We have clients in the house already. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. You're still watching Lifelines with me, and we're treating the subject of surrogacy today. With me now, I have our clients for the day. Let's meet them. Mrs. Bolaji, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mima. It's my
And
pleasure.
our lovely sister, Miss Rita.
Thank you very
You're
much,
both
Mama.
very welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, without taking too much of your time, let's find out what brings you in today.
Mima, I'm in a sad situation. I am desperate to have my children. My sister here is willing to assist me, but my health insurance company is making things difficult for me.
I see, but I don't understand. Could you give more details?
Okay, let me explain. I was diagnosed with cancer of the uterus several months ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Despite aggressive chemotherapy and other treatments, the cancer continued to grow. Eventually, my doctors had to remove my womb
Wow.
in order to stop the cancer from spreading further. Emma, my biggest dream of becoming a mother
Oh, I'm so sorry.
was taken away from me that day. But there was nothing anyone could do about it.
I'm so sorry, madam. Have a tissue. I'm truly sorry.
Thank you, Mima.
Sorry.
Fortunately for me, my sister has offered to carry my baby. She wants to be a surrogate mother
Oh, wow.
to my child. I was ecstatic about it. But my health insurance company had to inform the hospital we were using that they will not cover the cost for the IVF and the surrogacy.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear this. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Take a minute, please. I'll come back to you. Miss Rita,
Yes, ma'am.
nice to have you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to find out, do you really understand and know exactly what surrogacy entails?
To be honest, I don't know much about it as I have not done it before. The only thing I am sure of is that I will do anything to make my sister happy because she's so dear to me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, I've also been told that I can carry her baby without her husband sleeping with me.
Okay, so let me explain it to you maybe in clearer terms so that you understand what you're doing.
Okay.
Because a lot of people have this good intention, but they don't get right counseling to understand the situation and what to expect. So surrogacy is something that's been happening a lot. It's been in history for a long time now, especially in the Igbo culture here in Nigeria. You know, they get surrogate mothers to, have children for them. But you see, traditional surrogacy would entail doing it the traditional way where Either the man has to sleep with the lady to get her pregnant, or somehow his seed is injected into her directly to get her pregnant. But at the end, it would still be the lady's eggs that would be used, meaning that the lady would still be the biological mother to the child. It's just that she's having the baby for another person, but biologically it's her child. That's traditionally. But now there's IVF and the medical community has grown. So we have the option of getting her eggs and your brother-in-law's seed. Thank God she froze her eggs before the chemo started. So we can get her eggs, fertilize them with her husband's seed, and just use you as their incubator to help them carry the baby to term, since she cannot carry herself. But you see, one difficult issue and why we sometimes discourage patients from using relatives as surrogates is because sometimes there may be attachment issues. Sometimes there may be family feud in the future, that you have two sisters fighting over a child. This one would say, oh, this is my baby. The other one would say, oh, I carried him. You know, especially if one sister goes on in life and is not able to have more children, for example. You know, so we use a lot of anonymous surrogate mothers. But you see, there are still a few cases like this, that the sisters are so close, the relatives are so good that they can trust each other. So it's a huge responsibility. You carry the baby, you bond with the baby, right? But it's not yours. So you have to have it at the back of your mind that at the end of the day, you should be able to, or you try your best to detach yourself from that child, even though you carried the pregnancy. I hope you understand.
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the detailed talk on surrogacy.
Okay.
But the truth is that I still want to help her.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. Okay. Let's take a quick break. There's more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Action.
Welcome back. You're still watching Lifelines with Mima. If you're just joining us, we're treating the subject of surrogacy today. With me now, I have Mr. Taufik Ayeni. He is the Regional Manager North of ICO Insurance PLC. Since we're treating this subject today, I thought it wise to invite him to give us clarification and educate us on this matter. You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for coming. Okay, so very quickly now, Madam here had medical issues and lost her womb, but she still wants to bear children, and her sister over here has volunteered to be a surrogate for her, to carry her baby, you know, and make her a mother. Unfortunately, her insurance doesn't cover IVF and surrogacy, and now she's desperate for a solution. So, madam, I think you should, at this point, I should let you also.
Thank you, Mima.
Yeah.
Mima, my husband and I are broke now. We cannot foot the bills. After my battle with cancer, we went bankrupt. In fact, Rita here and her fiancé are now our benefactors. We are just trying to pick up. So when the idea of surrogacy came up, we ran to my health insurance company for backup. But they said they cannot help us because it is not part of their health insurance policy plan or so.
I'm so sorry, madam. I'm so sorry. I know you've been through a lot. I'm sorry. Please.
I need support and assistance.
I understand. I know you've been through a lot. I'm so sorry. Okay, sir. Can you kindly throw more light on this issue?
Well, in as much as I feel their pain, the husband having gone through a lot of financial stress due to the cancer, and now the need to have a child, which is of great essence in life.
Yes.
But here comes the issue of surrogacy. And firstly, after feeling the way I feel for you, the truth is your health insurance company might have declined cover because basically surrogacy is not a direct insurance policy. When I say direct insurance policy, I mean it is speculative. And any risk that is speculative is not insurable. 1. 2, the person, that is the surrogate mother now, is not the person covered by your health insurance. Because there are 6 principles of insurance that everyone must learn to understand. The principles of utmost good faith, insurable interest, proximate cause, indemnity, subrogation, contribution, and, of course, average. In this case, the idea of insurable interest has not been established to inculcate the surrogate mother at the time of taking up this policy. Secondly, surrogacy is speculative. It could lead to success, it could fail. So if it fails, will insurance company continue to pay for the surrogacy or for the process of IVF? Then the answer is no. So in that case, doing the IVF for a surrogate mother cannot be admissible under an health insurance policy. And bearing in mind that every insurance has these basic principles I've earlier mentioned, insurable interest has not been identified to incorporate the surrogate mother at the time of taking up this policy. So that is why there's no how the insurance company can oblige or grant cover for surrogacy in any way.
Wow.
I heard her talking about her experience with cancer and how they've become so bankrupt. That's how bad any form of critical illness could lead one to. But as we speak, people really don't know that in the market today, here in Nigeria, there are insurance policies that takes care of critical illnesses, including cancer. It may not heal you. It may not be a curative approach, but at least it will ameliorate the effect of your financial expenses in the event of such occurrence. So there are policies in place that will put money in your pocket, lump sum, to support your financial needs, to take care of all these expenses that would come up as a result of any form of critical illness. As in the case of your cancer, if you had gotten a support from an insurance company that you've taken a policy that has a critical illness cover, and in the event of you encountering that cancer, 10, 20, 50 million naira might have been paid to you. Your husband wouldn't have become so bankrupt. However, these policies must have been taken prior to being diagnosed positive of this cancerous issue that you encountered. Beyond cancer, it could be kidney failure. It could be any form of critical illness. So there are policies in place that take care of that. And I also advise our viewers to embrace insurance policies ahead of being a victim of any form. It could be a job loss. There are policies that provides for you to at least keep up while in the event, pending when you're able to bounce back.
Get something.
Mima, it's been a nice time with you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so
We've learned a lot. Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure.
Always good to have you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Back to you now, Mrs. Boluchi.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm truly sorry for all that you have been through.
Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, there's not much the insurance company can do. But I pray and I hope that things improve in our country as we grow.
We hope so.
But for this peculiar case now, I don't want to send you home empty-handed. At least let's do our little widow's might to support you.
Wow.
So here you go. From all of us here
Thank you,
at
ma.
Lifelines with Mima.
Thank you, Mima. Thank you, Mima. Thank you. Mima, thank you. You have wiped away my tears. Mima, thank you, Mima. I'm so grateful, Mima. Thank you. Mima, thank you. Mima, thank you. You are a wonderful woman. May God bless you. May God bless you, Mima. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mima. Thank you. I'm so grateful, Mima. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Well, thank you so much.
Mima, I'm grateful.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nima, for this. And Madam, that will go a long way to support you and your family towards achieving your goal. And Nima, more grace to your elbow.
Thank you.
We pray other Nigerians can learn from you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And more so, we also pray that other Nigerians don't need to rely or hope for things like this. Let them take the proper insurance ahead of any issue that may come up, rather than reckoning on charity and the likes. You're just quite thoughtful of me.
Thank you so much. There you have it. Every woman, every man out there deserves a chance to be a mother, a father. It's a very, very important part of our lives. Taking that away from anybody can be the most heartbreaking experience. And if you've been through infertility, you will know how difficult it is and what society can do to you in terms of stigma when you're dealing with infertility. And so I'm speaking to you out there that's suffering, that's going through hell, trying to have babies. We are praying with you. We offer you our love and support. We may not be able to do it like this for everybody, but we're praying with you. We offer you our love and support. And by the grace of God, we wish that you will become parents someday. There's more after the break. We'll be right back.
Hello, my people. My names are John Ikechukwu Okafor. Ibu mkpakọta ọkọ onye ka onye ọganibu na anu unu eke nwaanyị bụ ewuru mgbado garaja na anu agam. Keep watching Lifelines with Mima. Mima.
Welcome back. You're still watching Lifelines with Mima, and today we're treating the subject of surrogacy. Well, it's a very sensitive one, and sadly, many Nigerians and Africans do not even understand how this works. We tend to judge and condemn, we say things to women that need surrogates like, oh, you're not woman enough, you know, oh, you couldn't get pregnant by yourself, you couldn't do it yourself, it's a shameful thing, it's a bad thing. It's definitely not, because you see, that's a window that God has provided for everybody to get the chance to have a baby. The only very, very big drawback is that IVF treatment, fertility treatment, everything that has to do with it can be quite expensive. But in the end, it's really unfair to say, oh, because, you know, you can't carry it yourself, you can't go on to be a mother. Surrogacy, if done right with the right documentation, the right surrogate, the right everything without cutting corners, if done right, can actually be a huge blessing to many families. I still have with me Mrs. Bology and her sister, Rita. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
I hope you're a bit calmer now.
Yes.
Yeah, so, Rita, so knowing all that you know now about surrogacy, what do you think?
The truth is that my mind is made up. I still want to help her.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Well, how about your husband? What's his position on this matter?
He's in support. In fact, he is thankful to Rita and her fiance for this kind gesture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful. So you're engaged? Oh, wow.
Yes, I am.
And your boyfriend is aware of this? He doesn't mind?
It's strange, but he approved of it.
Wow.
Mima, you see this woman and her husband? They are very nice. Really nice. Doing this for them is not too much to repay them for all their goodness to me and many others.
That's so sweet. Even before she came, I was told of how much of a kind person she is, how she loves children, how she helps children. So for that reason, madam, don't worry, don't cry, okay? Have a tissue. Don't cry.
Thank you, Mima.
It's nothing too big for God to handle. Okay? You are here now, so we're going to support you all through this, okay? You're not alone anymore.
Thank you, Mima.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, please be strong. I'm close to tears myself, so please, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We've come to the end of our time today. But before we go, I'd like to leave something with you. The truth is that we need to help anyone and everyone going through infertility. Do your little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could also just be that you refuse to mock them like every other person does. We have a poor culture of stigmatizing, and infertility is actually a disease. I hope and I pray that insurance companies make provisions, grow more, open up more to cases like this, because you know what? How many of us can actually afford IVF on our own? How many of us can actually pay a surrogate on our own? It's like asking for something that most of us don't have. So we pray and we hope that they're out there, and we pray that our legislators, our governors, our people in government will also intervene and try to see how we can help people going through this difficulty. From all of us here, and until we see you next time, always remember that you don't need to go through life's issues alone. You know why? Mima cares.